How will Eleven get her powers back in the 4th season of Stranger Things? One of the most important scenes of the 3rd season is when Eleven loses her powers after being attacked by the Mind Flayer, and for some reason, Eleven can no longer use her psychic or telekinetic powers. Eleven is the best weapon that the world has. Without her, everything is lost, because there would be no one to defend it. Now, the Demogorgon could arrive again, and the Mind Flayer to finish their work. But don't be quick. There is still a way in which the young Eleven can recover her powers, and save not only Hawkins, but the rest of the world. The first thing we must understand is that Eleven's powers are not supernatural. They are the result of scientific experiments that were carried out with her mother Terry and her when she was just a child. These experiments were led by a scientist named Martin Brenner, who is still rumored to be alive. So the first step for Eleven to recover her powers would be to look for this scientist to start the experiments again. But how are these experiments? How does Eleven have powers? During the experiments carried out with Eleven, scientists measured their brain patterns. Our brain emits different types of waves in different states of alertness. The beta state or beta waves can be seen manifested in people who are awake and who perceive their space and time, i.e., they know they are awake. The alpha state is the state that people can reach through meditation. It is a calmer state. Theta waves are strong during internal focus, meditation, prayer, and spiritual awareness. Delta waves are those that manifest during sleep. When Eleven is exposed to strong emotions, we see in the results how she switches between these 4 brain phases. We can deduce that Eleven's telekinesis is the result of the total use of the brain waves in the 4 brain states. That is to say, a normal human being will use only one phase or one type of brain wave at a time. In the case of Eleven, she can combine them. The Mind Flayer has affected Eleven's body in such a way that it is blocking the connection of these waves. The Mind Flayer is capable of modifying these waves when it affects the mind of a person. The Mind Flayer created false memories of things that never happened and controlled him mentally, making him believe that he was awake while he slept, i.e., the Mind Flayer can affect the beta waves of the brain and change them to delta waves.
Stop lying to me! Stop hurting! Don't hurt her, bastard! Don't do it! Please come home.
Because now I see you, and we are going to end you. And when you are gone, we are going to end your friends.
This means how the Mind Flayer took away Eleven's powers is by changing the order of her brain waves. Even though Eleven doesn't know it, the composition of her brain is now different, for which only one person can revert it to its original state, and this is the Dr. Brenner. This doctor, after doing some tests on the brain of Eleven, would realize that now it works differently, that its waves are no longer joining. Eleven is now a supposedly normal person, but we need her to return because even the threat of the Upside Down exists. But how are they going to get Eleven's powers to return? If Dr. Brenner's experiments are repeated, Eleven must be isolated in some place where she will begin a type of emotional experimentation that will link those neurological pathways, and that Eleven will suffer a great emotion. As we have seen in previous seasons, Whenever Eleven suffers a great emotion, she can increase her abilities, as it was when she faced the Demogorgon. But how is Eleven going to find Brenner? Here comes the second part of this theory, and it's that she will be helped by her lost sister, Kali. Kali is a girl who also has psychic abilities. She can generate hallucinations in people, and she is on the trail of Dr. Brenner too. But Eleven was not at all well with her sister, because Eleven decided to follow her own path. In an interview with Millie Bobby Brown, the actress who plays Eleven in Stranger Things, she stated that it was time for Eleven to lose her powers. She said, "I want to build her to be a strong person without her powers," she noted in an interview last year. But right now, it's very about her powers, and I think that taking that away slowly would be cool. Season 4 is where we will see the emergence of Eleven as a new person. Now, the Eleven we will see in Season 4 could be a more normal one that studies and cares about other things, not about her life of struggles and tragedies. Maybe we will see a version of her that doesn't want to go back to being the one she was in previous seasons, that has accepted that she no longer has powers and is happy with that. It's here where Dr. Brenner could appear. He tries to recruit Eleven again and brings her a picture of someone who is imprisoned in a Russian camp, Hopper. Maybe this is how Eleven will then ask Dr. Brenner to help her to get back her powers. And maybe this could be a strong enough reason to rejoin her brainwaves, and that Hopper is alive but is in danger because he is very close to a Demogorgon. So, tell me what you think. Do you agree with the theory that Eleven will recover her powers after being subjected to Dr. Brenner's new experiments? Give me your opinion in the comments. And for more videos from the Stranger Things universe, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell. This is Stranger Things Geeks.